Hello guys, and welcome to this mini tutorial on how to make your own stamps. So I've been getting questions about how I make some of my stamps, and this is how I do it. First of all, what you're going to need is um, some cardboard from a box and this type of foamy thing. I don't know, is it foam? Yes, and you can buy it in sheets like I did here. Then you're going to need an ordinary glue stick, scissors, of course, a pencil, and later for stamping, a brush and acrylic paint. I love using black with these stamps. Okay, so this is how they look like. So I just cut out this foam thing in shapes and glue them down on this cardboard. And that's it. Okay, you can make just one layer, but here, as you can see, I made two layers so they would be raised a little bit. Okay, so let's start. For example, I'm going to use this one because I already used it, and we already have some things cut out randomly, like triangles and shapes. And I'm going to use this and just put them in any order that I like. Okay? Something like this. And if you want to have this raised effect, then you cut out the same size and the same shape. Here's what I do. Just roughly mark it with a pencil. And then finding their pairs. Okay, so this one goes here, then this one, and if you see that they're not the same size, just put them together like this and cut. Okay, and this one. And it doesn't have to be exact science, okay? You just don't want too much of the bottom one sticking out. The next step is the glue. So I'm going to glue them together first. So now, if I see that some of them aren't really the same, I can fix things with my scissors really easily. Okay, now I'm going to put my design on this cardboard any way that I like. Okay, now I've got my stamp, and let's see how it works for us. So I want to stamp a design here. So I'm using black paint. I usually put some on my palette. not too much. Then I use the brush and just put some paint like this, but don't overdo it, because you might get blobs or something. And if you want to have a grungy, not finished look, you don't have to paint the whole stamp. Okay, let's see. So I want to stamp it here and I press it. And there it is. Oh, I love using them. See, this texture is just amazing. Let's try another one. Now I want to play. I want to play the whole day with this. So what happens if we put more paint on here? Not a light coat, but more. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's do this one here. Press. They get more opaque, right? And here is where I didn't press, but I can do this and stamp any leftovers. And this is the look I like. So I like both of these, and this is the least of my favorites because I don't know, these have more texture and are more interesting than this. But you can experiment with the amount of paint you use, but don't use too much more than this, because it will really make just blobby things. Okay, and experiment with your designs. For example, I did arrows here, random designs like this, and the one I already used with things like these. Okay, let me show you the arrows and how they work, because they only have one layer of foam. So we are going to see how that turns out. Again, I'm not using too much paint, just a light coat. But you still want, oh, see what I did here, too much paint. But you still want enough paint so the stamp can leave a mark. Okay, ready? And press everywhere on your stamp. Yes, I love them. And the good thing about this foam is that the paint really goes off of it. Okay, for example, this one I already used. There's no paint left, so I will have the same design again. Okay, and you can do circles, you can do shapes, tiny lines, I mean, whatever you want to experiment with. I hope this was useful to you, and I hope that you are going to try it for more creativity and fun.